I love this theater. It's so cool to walk out. I wish you could all stand up here and look out how groovy this is. Thank you all for being from the heart of Los Angeles, MacArthur Park, where the icing is melting off the cake for no reason. Harmontown is now in session. Please welcome your game master, Spencer Crittenden. Hello, Spencer.
Hey, man.
Is your mic good?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're there. Let's sing along. How's your mic?
It's good. It's
How good?
Better than a mic should be.
Keep going.
I got it for free. There's 3 on the chairs over there.
Let's bring out the mayor of Harmontown, Mr. Dan Harmon.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
It's a mic check song where we sing into our mics.
What kind of booty does your mama like?
She likes it long and wide.
I heard she likes it inside. Damn. The poopiest rim. Lucky him. Everyone that your mama meets is a potential anal treat for her insatiable appetite for booty delight. Damn, I remember the time when your mama ate booty with a squeeze of lime. Not a lot that rhymes with time, except fucking squeeze of lime.
Sublime.
I mean, yeah, I know there's other words.
Grime.
Oh, really? Damn. I remember going to your mama's house and got deloused afterwards by the fire department because her apartment is infested with scabies. Okay. Or rabies. Making babies.
There's an Indian dessert called jalebis.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming.
We did it. We fucking did it again. You came here for entertainment, and guess what? You got.
You're already ahead.
The show could be over right now. We could bring the curtain down.
What does $10 get you anywhere else, huh? Like a Snickers bar and maybe like a half an Avengers movie?
Yeah, and then 3/4 of a cracker.
What, are you going to watch the Hulk not turn into the Hulk, huh? Come on.
Does the Hulk not turn into the Hulk?
That's what I heard. I don't know. Spoilers. I haven't seen it.
How does he not be a Hulk?
Jeff, do you notice anything different about me? A certain glow, perhaps?
Oh, you're pregnant.
Close. You are looking at a man in escrow.
Oh, damn. You're gonna give birth to a house.
I'm in
So
escrow.
you actually you made the deal. You might get the
put
house.
an offer on a house. That offer was accepted. Escrow was negotiated. I guess that's a thing. Like the length of the escrow, you kind of negotiate that too.
It's not the length of the escrow that matters, Dan.
It's the motion of the ocean. Yeah. So we agreed on it, and I docu-signed a thing, and we're off. I think I'll have a house in 30 days.
What will make this new house better than your current house?
It's giant. It's bigger.
Wait, so how do you utilize that space? Are you going to just be like running around or having?
Well, Cody and I went through it the other day, and we did realize that because initially we had this plan. Like Cody and I we're going to go, okay, we're going to have a master bedroom, but then we're going to each have our own bedroom, so that because we like the psychological health of like, hey, if we're together, we choose to be together. Like Cody still has her apartment and she's been, sleeping at my place so regularly that you could almost call it living with me. But I think there's an important thing there for her, maybe for me too, where it's like, hey, you can't take this person for granted. They got their own apartment. Like, they don't need to be here. And, getting in little squabbles and the repairing is maybe easier. Thinking like, hey, no one's a hostage here.
Yeah, and so when you want to be romantic and like connect, you can go back into the main like sanctum sanctorum.
Right, and that I think is the more important thing is what it does. It's not about like, oh, let's prepare to be like squabbling and then people are actually going to sleep in these other rooms. It probably never happened, but psychologically what that transforms your master bedroom into, which is like, it's like a hotel suite, It's like this is not a place for Dan to have his USB cables all over the place and stuff. So when we were shopping for a house, we had a certain bedroom count, and it was kind of ridiculous because it included two bedrooms, a master bedroom, and then in addition to that, we want a guest room, and there's other shit that we want, and so it was like, God damn, you need that many bedrooms? Okay, and we found a place that has that many, but the master bedroom is it's got these gigantic walk-in closets. They're like his and hers walk-in closets. Like, you could put a bed in my closet. So I'm not going to put a bed in my closet, but at the same time, I feel like I could be such a pig in that closet. Like Cody says, as long as your shit's behind that door, I'm never going to be like...
Wait, what do you mean precisely? Like, what would be piggish behind the closet door?
Like my half of my current bedroom, like, Cody's kind of a neat freak. My half of my current bedroom looks like a 10-year-old boy's bedroom. Like, I just drop clothes where I take them off so I can put them on tomorrow. And it's just kind of, and then I'll get like an electronic thing from Amazon and I'll open it up and the boxes are all over the place and there's like cables running everywhere. And I got like a USB hub where an alarm clock goes and there's like cords coming out and... Is there kind of a sexy scenario where if you have the master bedroom where that is the let's be together because we love each other and we're going to smooch, but we also have our separate rooms where we're doing our own thing. Wait, when the master... But we're not going to do that anymore.
No.
We decided we got these giant walk-in closets. Like, we don't need... The upshot of it is that we were walking around the house and we're like, okay, so this is where the tavern's gonna go. This is where
the tavern.
Yeah, I got a tavern in my house.
Okay,
now.
so you're gonna recreate another tavern. We have a.
I don't want to lose shit by moving. Like, I got a tavern and I got a theater. I mean, you gotta have a place to. It's not a real theater. You don't have to freak out. Or sneeze or whatever you did.
He didn't freak out. He just went. Huh.
No, he sneezed or something. He's got a luxury allergy. I get it. I had a hard time cutting. My immune system started to shut down too when I realized how fucking rich I was.
So now you're going to have...
Achoo! God damn.
Now you're going to have one master bedroom and not two separate sanctums. It'll be one main sanctum. And is Cody or you going to have the other bedroom when you guys are not like...
Cody and I each have two bedrooms... To
choose from,
to play with,
right?
Like, so we could make one of those. I could make one my bedroom. I could put a bed in it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put like a green screen in it or something. I'm gonna put a sound booth in there. I'm gonna be like, she seems to have an invisible touch,
Right.
Or I want one. I'm gonna make a panic room. Here's what
I just panicked when you wanted to Phil Collins rooms.
Here's the thing I'm really gonna do. Like, there's there's like this rather large closet that doesn't necessarily, the layout of the house doesn't indicate that there should be anything there. There was this one house we saw. It was a really nice house hunting adventure because we looked at some places where I was like, this place is fucking rad. And then you gotta kind of like think, like, does rad mean you want to live here? Like, it's hard to. I mean, you're looking at a house and you're like, I always like picture myself in these places, and then it's always ironic. And then I'm like, do the ironic thing, like do live for your biopic, like have this third act begin, and it says like 10 years later, and it's like fade in on some shit that makes your mom sick, like like just makes people shake their head in Wisconsin and go like, God damn, this motherfucker lives in a giant concrete block with fucking nude sculptures overlooking a fucking
what is the obsession?
Malibu infinity pool, and it's a fucking barbecue shaped like a pretzel because Tim Burton designed it or something. I looked at a place that had a turntable garage. It's just like you just put your Prius on there and just fucking rotisserie it for your Coke parties. And like, check out my fucking Prius, man. It's just like moving around in a circle.
Why? What?
I think
I think that was built originally for a choo-choo train, so you could
the alleged
roundhouse.
purpose would be that you pull into the garage head first. You don't have to back in and
that's
then turn it around.
Crazy.
I mean, it's rad, but it's not home, you know. Like the place that we looked at that was rad.
Home. Yeah,
it looked
like that was Christian Slater who said that.
The walls looked like a place that you would build in No Man's Sky. Like it was like out of wood. If you've ever played No Man's Sky and you've made a shelter out of wood, it's like that's what the outside of this one
You've
place
lost
looks
the
like.
whole crowd now. You're talking about video games and buying a giant mansion right now.
I'm trying to get back. I know I lost him on the mansion. I'm getting him back with the fucking video game thing.
How big does your house need to be for you to be comfortable? Is size the important thing here? Just like, cause you're just you and Cody. Like, how big does the house need to be?
Size is important to me. Sorry, I'm picking peanuts out of my teeth.
You also kind of went a little Lithgow right there.
Size is important. You need room for a Harry to go with your Hendersons. Get out. Size is important to me. I want floor space and elbow room. Like whatever. I got it. So, but there was this one place that we looked at, like the rad place that was not home. I was like, I would feel fat living here. Like this is a place for a person that is like on display or something. And it's like interesting, radical house. But like there was a place there. When you went down the stairs, there was a bookshelf at the bottom of the stairs, and then the bookshelf was a secret door for like a little chamber. It could have been like they said a panic room, but I'm like, if I'm panicked, I'm not going down half of the stairs, and like, but that it's not a panic room. But
where would you go if you were panicked?
I'll get on that later, but. But here's what I got inspired by it. I'm like that's the only thing that this house that I want in the house that I want. So I'm gonna have a contractor make a bookcase door on this like big closet, and I'm gonna put all of the monitors in there for all of the security cameras, so that if I'm having a party, I can be like, Alfred, mind the guests, and then I like go down and I like look two ways, and then I want to make it activated with a book.
Wait,
you got to pull a book out and it goes like click like a Goonies booby trap, and then it goes open, and then you just go in there and just watch the perimeter through the monitors. I wouldn't put cameras in my house. You can come to a party at my house. I'm not going to monitor you.
No,
I have my limits.
You've just said that you will.
No, if you're outside, I'll be watching you because I got to monitor that Perim.
What if you get like big paintings of people and you have their eyes be little cameras?
Oh yeah,
I got them on my Perim. Okay, but once you're in my house, your civil liberties are safe. You like, I'm not Chuck Berry. I'm not gonna be like watching you poo poo.
You gotta totes mons the Perims. Now let's say you had a library that the book was the lever that opened up the secret chamber.
Yeah, baby.
Now, obviously we can't use this one after we say this, but right now, what title of book would be the one that you would pull?
I think we can use it. I mean, like, look, if you come over to my house and you find a bookcase, you know what's behind there, and it's not like my suit of armor or my actual Batman armor's back there. Like, I'm not a real crime fighter, but it's just fun to be like, you know. But so we like yeah. I mean, do you think? I mean, there's two ways to go
right
here.
Now, you've got the Encyclopedia Britannica. You've got all of Vonnegut, you've got this, you've got that. Like, what is the one that you would?
Yeah, I mean, what's Fall of the House of Usher? Is that because you're like walled in? What are books about books or doors?
My question is, because it's an interesting thought, is would it be your favorite book or something that was thematic, like you're saying?
Yeah, you go thematic, you know.
You go thematic.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
Don't let the right one in. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a novelization of the Doors movie.
Behind the green door.
Or just but I'd go meta and just have the book be like, I would do every single book fake. It would be like.
All right, but one book says this is the one you're looking for.
Yeah, one book would be like Tales from the Secret Door Knob.
Yeah, don't touch this book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
It's gonna be great.
So you're in escrow. I've never tried to buy a house. So what does that mean for you right now?
Escrow is a flux period of where the buyer no longer has to bid against other people. I think bidding is closed, and then it's like
Was you versus the bank?
it's just a period of time. It's just like a handshake before the sex, kind of like there's still time to get out of the deal, mostly on the buyer side.
I just had sex
or
the other
seller
night.
side.
I just had sex the other night, and the
You
handshake.
shake their hand.
And you're like,
Pleasure to do business
it's
with
a
you.
pleasure about to do business with you.
Like for me on my side, it's a time for me to send over inspectors and stuff. So you have someone look at the fireplaces, you have someone check out the wiring, look for tarantula nests. I don't know, and it's like a time to negotiate a little bit. If you find something that's fucked up, like there's a gas leak in this house, like. You gonna knock off a little of the price because I'm gonna fix it when I move in, or are you gonna fix it before I move in?
But you'll be leaving the neighborhood. You'll be moving to the valley now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wish I could say more, but
It's not like we ever hang out in you live walking distance from my place. We never hang out. I'll see you as much in the Valley Village as we do now. Yeah.
I think so. I'll keep my old place, so it'll be like a pied-à-terre overlooking the drawing room.
What's that going to be, like a bed and breakfast? What are you making there?
I don't know. A pied-à-terre, baby.
A pied-à-terre?
Yeah.
For who?
Me. Moi.
You'll have your own pied-à-terre.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna fix it up and see, and then I'll feel out. Like, can I rent this yearly?
What was the desire to leave that place and get a new one?
Cody, Cody didn't want to move into a dude's house. She wanted to pick a house with a dude, and so that we're starting a new chapter together. And it needed to be bigger.
Did you have a bubble throat there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'd still be moving around this time anyway, but I probably would have ended up in a rad house with a fucking carousel garage. I've talked to people who bought some of these modern houses.
Just have a pool and a back house that I can just squat in whenever I need to.
There's
swim.
My house is like a hotel now. It's like I'm actually actively in the market for a Cato. I may end up having to murder someone.
In the same way, well, no, get a Cato first and then murder somebody.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
You get a Cato Kalin and then you murder somebody.
I know. You think I can't help murder somebody?
Oh, well, no, Cato didn't help. He was just a witness.
Oh, okay.
He heard
Never
a thump.
mind.
He wasn't even a witness. He just happened to be in the back house and he heard a thump on the wall.
He heard a thump.
Yeah.
It's a witness. You're a witness.
I didn't follow
Heard a
the
thump.
OJ case.
Could have been the thump of corrupt LAPD with a systemic race problem. That's my John Travolta as what's his name?
Oh shit! What's his name?
Doesn't
The
matter.
lawyer. Come on, guys.
Robert. No, the other one, not the Kardashian.
No, that's the black guy. No,
Shapiro.
Was he Shapiro?
Robert Shapiro. Yeah.
Travolta was Shapiro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of fun performances in that movie. All right. Yeah, retiring from public life.
Now, when you have a pool, how much time do you think you, Dan Harmon, are going to spend?
I think we've covered
I don't
this
know.
topic.
All right. Yeah, it's
Not much was the answer. Not much was the answer.
So escrow lasts how long? How long that you might pull the trigger on having this new home?
30 days.
30 days.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna take my sweet time because I love my current house. So I'm gonna sit over there. I have people installing right now like this crazy electronic system in my old house. They don't even know they're doing it in a
Your old house.
decoy house.
You mean
Yeah.
the one? Yeah.
But I'm auditioning them unawares. Like, I'm like, let's see if you got the right stuff. Maybe I'll let you wire up my bigger house. I'm just watching them and pretending I live there. I'm like, oh, what if I wanted to play the stereo? Oh, well, then you'd go like this. Or maybe I just go over to my other bigger house. Listen to music over there, you dumb piece of shit. Get back to work.
What happens to your fish? How do the fish get
Oh, that is a tough subject.
Because you got fish.
Yeah, I got fish.
And how do they get moved around?
They don't get moved.
What?
That's a custom...
You're going to kill your fish?
I'm not going to kill my fish.
You're going to have your fish murdered.
Cody
Wink.
ain't into the fish tank. It's a custom, like, fucking Bruckheimer fish tank. Like, it is very Michael Mann, like, it was the fulfillment of a dream I had as a child. I wanted to have a saltwater fish tank. McGathy and I, kind of custom designed one for the corner. McGathy, built this beautiful tavern in my old house, and part of that was she knew I wanted that fish tank, and it's I've now scratched that itch. I'm not a fish tank guy. I now know.
Are these fish going to die? What's going to happen to these
I don't know how it works when you move out and you got a fish tank.
I'm pretty sure it's up to you. I'm pretty sure that you have your finger on that trigger.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you just but I'm saying I don't know if do you just
washed
wait.
Your hands.
Do you just wait for the fish that are in there to die of old age? Do you just keep coming back and visiting them and going hey, how's it going, Greg? Still kicking, huh? Boy, getting pretty empty in there. Yeah, well, we're fish, Usually, there's a bit more turnover than this. It's just me and the snails now. Yeah, I don't expect you to understand how it works out here, but I moved. Well, there's plenty of water in here. I know, but I can't breathe water.
How many current alive fish do you have?
I don't even know. That's why I know I'm not a fish tank guy. I don't have
a fish
names.
murderer. You might as well be on Deadliest Catch.
I'm a fish murderer the same way I'm a cow murderer because I'm not vegan. I mean, which is a lot because I'm supporting a marketplace that by buying fish and putting them on display in my house, I incentivized a marketplace that someone out there is catching and breeding fish that are.
Yeah, but you
I'm not going to kill these fish. These fish are fucking as happy as you can get in a tank.
There's no way to transport these fish into your new place. Are you saying you're done with these fish?
Yeah,
fuck these fish.
I'm not a fish tank guy.
Which means you're a fish murderer. These fish can go.
I think you're projecting a lot in there.
Could you send these fish to a better home? Is what I mean. Could these fish
I'm
go
sure
live?
you can. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think I'm gonna put them in a net and whip them across the yard or something? That would be harder than leaving them where they're alive.
But how hard? It seems very hard to find a home for fish.
I know. Nextdoor app, yeah, I can check in with these maniacs that are. I should check back in on that. I wonder if Rebecca ever got her secondhand bark collar so that she could try one out without expending too much on her mission to make her dog not bark. God damn it! Who was that guy that was on her case? It was your dog is barking because he's psychologically scarred, and then everyone else is give him pills. I got pills. Come over, get some pills. Oh, I'd love to try those pills. You're all insane. You need to socialize your dogs. Shut up, Greg. Greg's the name of the fish, too. I know.
Right, yeah.
I'm not good at making up names.
So the fish will find a home.
The fish, if I do nothing, which is what I've done as a fish owner heretofore, the fish stay alive. Among the things I don't do is tell the person that feeds the fish to not feed them. Right. I mean, I have default mechanisms that ensure a healthy, luxurious life for these fish in their little tank. But I don't know what I'm gonna have to find homes for them, I guess. There's a little prawn in there, a couple prawns. Adorable. Always wanted a prawn. Then I got one and I was boring. Looks like a shrimp hanging out. It was just when I was a kid.
A prawn is a shrimp.
When I was a kid, we had a freshwater tank,
looks
and
like a
like we would go to the tropical fish store. And my mom was like into keeping a fish tank. I had a plecostomus. I had like various things, and I was more into it then. My mom was into it, and we go to the tropical fish store, and then there was the saltwater section, and it was like that's where all the cool fish were. We're like, whoa, this thing looks like a spider, and my mom would go, those are for rich people, you know. I was like, those are hard to maintain. They're expensive, all this stuff, and so just as surely as whenever I buy peanut butter on Amazon, I will sort by price descending and pick the top one because fuck everyone that ever.
You buy your peanut butter on Amazon?
Price descending. If someone out there comes out with a $50 jar of peanut butter, I'll be their only customer. I blindly, I sort things by price descending and click the top one because I'm just like, never again, man. Never deprived.
So you don't just go roll down to the Gelson's and scoop up some peanut butter there?
Oh, yeah, no, I love going down to the Gelson's. What the fuck are you talking about? You think I want pore germs? The fuck?
You become a monster. You don't enjoy walking down to the market and rolling around the produce section and go, oh, this apple looks pretty groovy.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, I love that. I've always loved strangers. They're great people. I love their babies. I love it when strangers have babies, take them out in public, and it's my problem. I love that. I love almost stepping on some urchin's head and getting a shit look from their terrible parent. Like, why is your baby rolling in dirt in public? I should have stepped on it. I should have stepped on your baby. But I can't, because then you'd Google me and be like, jackpot! People probably put babies in front of me on purpose. I was at a Target once, and I kicked a baby. It was rolling around. You know those days in Target when there's like a sale and it looks like a fucking war zone? You walk in there and go, what the fuck happened to Target? What is it? What are we in fucking Beirut? Sorry to Beirut. It's the Paris of the Mideast. But it was like I kicked a fucking baby. Like it was like rolling around in the clothes. Like it's just like, what is a baby? It just looks like a bunch of clothes. You can't it's a Target covered in clothes. Like everyone's just like, I can't believe people go in there and go, oh, there's a sale at Target. What's this, $3? Nah, I don't need that. Drop. They just drop it on the floor. It's insanity.
Oh, so you've been to a Target?
I've been to a Target. This is like 20 years ago.
Oh, no.
When I was like, I had the idea I was going to, buy 5 of the same shirt. I'm like, okay, I'll go to a Target. It was like a war zone. And then I'm like looking around. I'm like, let me just find like some shirts. And it was like I kicked this like wet, mushy thing. It's like, that wasn't a pile of clothes.
I thought you were joking. You actually kicked a baby.
Yeah.
A human child.
Yes, I kicked
I thought you were doing a bit. So this child actually rolls around the floor.
Yeah, it was rolling around in the dirty floor clothes. Yes, it was like playing a game called Bet You Think That I'm Clothes and Walk on Me. And the mom was just too busy throwing shirts on the floor to and I'm like, I kicked the kid. And I was like, oh, shit. And the kid was like, ah. And the mom looked at me like she gave me this look. Like,
oh, yeah. I know the look. We all know the look.
Why you kick my baby
look?
You
fucking know, you baby kicker.
And I was like, I gave her this look. I was like, it's like, come on. Que sera, sera is the look I gave her. C'est la vie.
Okay.
Like, how many languages, we're fucking, your baby gonna get stepped on. If when I was in public with my mom, she was like, this is not your house. She would, she was like you go to a movie theater if you're watching a movie and then you're like, Mom, how come the Jabberwockies don't know that? She's like, shut the fuck up. What are you? They're not your living room. Jesus Christ, there's all these people here. Well, God damn, she's right. You know, it's important to be shamed about public behavior. I have a little bit of anxiety, but like I'm a better person for it. I think, like, you know, my mom would say, "What if everyone here did what you just did? How would that work for you? Would you? Is that the world you want to live in?" And I'd be like, "Oh God, no, that's gross. I just wiped my boogers all over something. Like, I don't want to live in booger world." She was a good mom in that sense. I mean, she really knew how to lay down the suppressive fire.
What was the aftermath of you kicking the baby? Like, did everything turn out okay?
It was just kind of, it was like flashing headlights at each other. I was like, it's like, you kicked my baby. I'm like, your baby's laying in dirt. Like, we did set it with our eyes, you know, and then she just like called the baby's name and had it like, you know, squirm over to her.
Squirm.
Like a little larva.
How,
you know?
like an infant, like under a year old?
Yeah, no, it was old enough to know better. Like, it wasn't like a baby, like a helpless baby. Like, it was like, it had...
A baby of means.
It had motility. It had, like, its decision-making. It was like, I think I'm going to go over there, roll around on the floor. Now, that's not the baby.
But you were so excited about shirts, 5 apiece, that you were walking around...
So excited.
Willy-nilly, and just, like, don't even watch your stuff.
I was walking.
No situational awareness.
There was no excitement. I wasn't looking for babies. That's you're right about that. I was walking. Yeah.
Heads up, looking for shirts. Babies, beware. Yeah, no, it's stupid that there's babies on the ground. I agree with that.
Well, I mean, you're kind of taking her side.
I'm taking your side.
That's what you do. I mean, you're a contrarian.
I'm taking your side. I'm saying, like, why leave a baby on the ground?
You're coming around.
You're going to get walked on.
There was the initial round of you're always challenging me. You're like, oh, Dan's a piece of shit. Let's find out why. Like, that's what the show is now. That's fine.
That's what the show has always been, Dan. The show has always been about
there was a time when it was like, oh, I'm sharing my life and you're helping me stay on track. And now it's like I'm not sharing my life. I'm like hiding and I'm like, I don't know. I ate a hot dog yesterday, and you're like, you ate a hot dog. Prove it. I'm like, I don't know. It was a thing between buns. Define buns. I don't know, like 2 pieces of bread. What's your favorite bread? Name 3 breads. I don't know, Jeff. Whole wheat, like whole grain. Whole grain! Whole grain! And I can't be like, can I get back to what I was talking about? Because what I was talking about is I hate doing the show, and I wish I was dead. I don't want that conversation to finish. No, I'm actually very happy. I don't know if I wish I was. I hate doing the show. I'm very happy. I got a new MacBook today. Thanks, Spencer.
No problem, man.
It doesn't have the little thing. It doesn't have that strip.
Yeah, do you want that? We could take it back.
What is that? What is that strip? What does it mean?
It's got F keys on it. You know, like the F1 and the F2?
Yeah.
It's got like that. And I think sometimes it has emojis.
On the keyboard itself?
On the little bar.
Why is it different? Why is that a thing that's on some MacBooks and not others?
I think it's just on the top model for both the 13-inch and the 15-inch.
Top model?
Yeah.
I didn't get the top model?
No, I think we talked about we could do that. It's $300 more.
This is America's top model? Dan?
Dad.
Oh, is that what this is? Am I your dad now?
Cody ordered me a shirt.
I will take my belt off right now, Dan.
Cody ordered me a shirt that's I'll wear when it comes. I think it came in tonight, but there was a shirt online that says "Dad jokes." I think you mean rad jokes, but the thing is, the photo of the shirt, like the advertisement for it, it's a picture of a shirt, and then there's like 2 Converse All-Stars kind of like coming in frame, like laying on the corner of the shirt, just to make it more rad, the shirt. And I was like, well, I want the shirt, but I want the tennis shoes like in there too. Like I want the whole shirt on a shirt. So she ordered the shirt, and the shirt's got a picture of a shirt on it with shoes on it, and the shirt says "Dad jokes. I think you mean rad jokes." It's a confusing shirt.
Can you show me? We can't show the whole audience, but I'd like to see this.
Okay. It feels like a courtroom.
Yes. Show the bailiff. dad jokes. Oh, that's nice.
Like it's a shirt with a picture of a shirt on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shirt with a picture of a shirt on it.
It's like a hat on a hat.
It's a shirt on a shirt.
It's a shoe on a shirt on a shirt.
Oh, there's no guest tonight, by the way. What do you think? Colin Hanks is going to come out and make it worth your time? No. This is all you get.
No.
So-and-so.
What I think we should do is try to really get back on track on D&D. And Spencer, I think tonight brought the character sheets and the whole flim-flam, right?
Yeah.
You got dice of your own. We don't have to go out to the crowd.
Yeah.
And I say we really, Dan, you, me, Spencer, get really figure out where we are, remember what was going on, and then begin again afresh.
Yeah. Why did I get a new MacBook Pro, you're asking? Dan, don't you have 90 laptops?
Why, Dan? I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why did you get a new MacBook Pro?
Because I've been making music on my iPad Pro. I took Apple at face value when they said, you can now produce music on this iPad Pro. It has a USB-C port in it. That opens you up to limitless possibilities. I was like, okay, I'm going to get on the board with this. I follow Henny the Business on YouTube. He's into the iPad Pro, and he's written music for Drake or something. And he's like, people are going to be making music with the iPad Pro. I'm like, he's Henny the Business. He does tutorials and stuff. So, all this time, last year or so, I've been learning all these apps and things, spending all this money, USB cables and things. And they're all buggy. Here's the only program that works on the iPad Pro for making music. GarageBand, that's it. Without crashing, without having some fatal bug. All the other ones are just these weird experimental things. They're they have different bugs. If you don't want the bug that's in Cubasis 2, you can use Aurea Pro, but you got a different bug. And it's you can't have bugs that are just oh shit, if you work for an hour on this song, this shit happens that makes it all weird. That's not acceptable. So I was we're not ready for this. It's VR technology. We keep pretending we want to be in the future, and it's oh, you're gonna be making music on your iPad Pro. No, you're not. It's a fucking giant iPhone. Get your shit together, Apple. Suck my titty. I guess they announced a new iOS for iPads today. So, yeah, so 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There already was an iPad iOS, and then they merged it with the fucking iPhone iOS, and now it's oh no, you need a special iPad iOS. Yeah, why? Because you think if you're holding a big giant fucking thing in your hands, you might want it to work like a goddamn laptop. You fucking Apple turds. So I just got a laptop. I'm what am I doing? I'm sitting in bed in my pajamas. I'm trying to make music. A laptop weighs the same and is apparently the only thing that's not going to crash every time. Logic Pro seems really cool, and yeah. So I'm gonna be making even better music now, Jeff. And I would I've
been enjoying your Instagram little music nuggets.
Yeah, and I want to wire my car for audio so that I can. It's just awful, singing in the car, and then you gotta you bring it home, and it's you're trying to EQ out the car sound, and it's just bad. I keep getting all these different mics. I got a lav mic and put it on my seatbelt.
For real? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and it didn't work.
You can probably get one in your headliner, up here above you. That
I tried. I mean, lav mics won't work because lav mics have this reaction to the background sound of the car that's actually even worse than the built-in mic on the iPhone. It's as soon as you start driving in the car, there's sound from outside, the lav mics go fucking insane. They think that you're dragging it down a gravel path, and it blows out all of the audio.
So you need a hardwired mic in your car.
Yeah, I need special. I need to get shotgun mics that are special and point them at my head.
I bet if you got on the phone, do that again.
Right, yeah, I need to get special shotgun mics.
You need one over here, one over here. Right? Yeah. I bet if you called a Sweetwater or the Sam Ash or the people like that, they would. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Don't die.
No, that's not how I'm gonna die.
How
were you coughing at the mention of Sweetwater?
Yeah, I'm coughing at the mention of working with audio people. No offense to our audio people. I know that is the solution, but it's just like.
Yeah, they would sort that out for you, like straight off the bat.
It's just hard because the vibration translates like through the whole frame of the car. So
They don't go into audio because their personalities are wonderful. I hope our audio people didn't hear that.
what are some jobs that you go into because your personalities are wonderful?
Like an actor. You know, if I wish my car needed acting, I'd call Joel McHale. I've had him in my car. It makes the car better at acting. It's great. Actors are great. Very pleasant people. Technically psychotic. I mean, their job is to pretend cameras aren't there. It takes a little bit of a boop, but I mean, they don't make that your problem. They're performers.
Yeah, I don't trust that actors are good people. I just trust that they're being good at acting.
Right. Their personalities are great.
Well, their acted personalities are.
Yeah, they're front-facing
Right, yeah.
personalities. The part that you have to touch.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. It doesn't have audio guys sweat on it.
But so you're going to suffer now by not having, like, you're going to have to try.
I'm going to suffer because our audio guys are going to put fart sounds all over the rest of the show. Slurpy, slurp sounds.
But that would be pretty cool to trick out your car with mics so you could just, like, have always a camera on you and always have mics on you that you could just do whatever you wanted.
Yeah, I want to take that on as a little hobby. Get excited about the technical application of it, because I find that when I get into just by the time I get that figured out, that's when I start to I lose interest in the creative.
Why don't you call up the people that do cash cab or something like that and just say, hey,
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna. I think there's people I could bring into it. I just kind of.
Why don't you do cash cab?
Yeah, once you get it all figured out, you could just do cash cab. I think cash cab doesn't drive very fast. So, once you hit a certain speed, it kind of changes the nature of the vibration.
Yeah, because it's in New York, so you never go anywhere.
Right.
You're stuck at a stoplight the entire time.
Yeah. I guess part of the reason I don't immediately ask for outside help is because I really love going to Fry's Electronics.
Oh, there you are.
I just love to spend a weekend there.
But do you like, when you go into Fry's, do you like finding a clerk there and saying, hey...
No, I just love that it's a wasteland now. I love that it's like the internet has turned Fry's into just this weird, ghost town.
So you're just freestyling in there and just saying, I think this is what's going to work.
I just wander down aisles and go, oh, that looks like it's shaped like a metal thing.
And you never see a clerk and go, hey, buddy, come over here.
If you see a clerk, they nervously dart into a back room with a box that they were taping up. Their job is to Windex the plexiglass that has all of the shit locked down that could be stolen and valuable. And then the only people there are people that need shit that you can get faster by driving down to Fry's than you can on Amazon, which is like a banana clip or something.
When you had your fish tank angularly fixed into the wall of your place, you didn't just go freestyle. That you had somebody on the phone, or was that Aaron doing that?
Wait. Sorry,
I'm saying at some point you've reached out to to strangers and said, "I need help with this. Let's make this great."
Oh, you mean the ongoing 8-year process of trying to make my house able to play a Phil Collins song when I want to hear one? Yeah, that $1.2 million project, consisting of team after team of fucking professionals coming in for consultations and then ripping the walls apart and putting more fucking Ethernet cable throughout it and asking me more questions and only to tell me that what I want doesn't work with whatever the fuck and that little hobby, not satisfying, which is why I kind of, maybe that's part of you're making me realize maybe it's a recourse to my self-esteem and masculinity or something that I want to wire my car for sound and have control over it. I'm gonna put a little mixing. I think I'm gonna literally put a little mixer on my dashboard or something.
Just don't kill yourself in your car. Make sure that your eyes are on the road while you're doing all this.
You've expressed that, and I find that adorable.
Every time I watch your videos, I love them and they're hilarious. But I was like, oh, don't die on camera. But then you wouldn't have died on camera because you go back and edit them and put lyrics on them.
But when I tell you that, of course I'm driving carefully, you're like, yeah, but your eyes are darting all around. I'm like, you're watching me drive defensively. I've never been in a car wreck. I'm a defensive driver. When I'm singing, you can see me being like.
I have my own hang-ups about people like worrying about people getting in car wrecks. So that's my own thing.
I wish I was so good at singing that I could lose myself in it enough to have a car accident. I think that's Celine Dion you're thinking of. Like I'm not gonna be like like close my eyes like Mariah Carey or something. Like I'm gesturing the notes. That
Have
I'm
you
hitting.
seen that thing? What's the fucking tonight, like late night show host that I don't know? He had Celine Dion in his car.
James Corden.
Yeah, and he brought Celine Dion in his car, and they just did karaoke in his car. It's great. It's really good. Then the whole time I'm worried that they're going to die.
So you can wire a car for sound, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I just got to figure it out.
They probably had a guy laying down in the back seat, like with a boom mic and shit.
That's how I've performed in cars. There was always a boom guy in the back seat for real. Yeah.
They probably had a sound mixer like laying down in the back.
I saw a guy, a YouTube video. He was like, oh, here's how you podcast in your car, and he had like a preamp that he recommended and lav mics. He said you put the lav mic on your seatbelt, but I thought I got everything that he recommended, and it sounded like shit. I don't know if I don't know. Like the thing might be you can't get on the freeway or something.
It definitely helps. I podcasted in my car too, but the freeway, the faster you go, when you hit say 35. It gets worse. 45 is a lot worse. And then there's different kind of consistencies of roads. So like some roads when I get on it gets all fucked up, but if I stick to other ones, it's fine.
I'm surprised that sound doesn't work like video and that you could just say, hey, here's a sampling of the sound of my car on the freeway. Remove that from this audio.
You can. I don't think it's perfect, but you could definitely do that. And it definitely helps.
It's because there's a part of me saying the word pickle that's also using the same part of the audio spectrum as like the sound of the freeway.
Yeah.
And so you can't do it without me sounding like because like you're removing freeway sounds from my throat.
There's all sorts of like in-betweens though. Like you can definitely get it like better. And then there's also just like the better audio apps have just a way to remove sounds below a certain threshold. So when you're talking or something, or when you're not talking, if it's too quiet, you just won't hear that. So if it's like a low road sound, it'll just be gone.
There's something kind of satisfying about the pursuit of sound.
Oh, yeah, it's great. I mean, I love sound. Sound's so cool. And it's different. I don't know. Video editing's probably the same, but I just like audio editing. It feels so powerful. You can just really get your hands on it and like rip it apart and do stuff to it. And I don't even know what I'm doing.
Such a thing as perfect silence and, just like ways to like optimize. But it's like beyond working in black and white. It's like you're just working in sound, and it's like I think I can see the appeal of that, where you're like, I could control this world.
I want to do sound design and stuff. That could be cool.
Yeah. Hey, you want me to give you a little starting library of stuff?
Sure.
This is a champagne cork.
Holy shit.
Here's a window opening.
Old timey choo-choo train starting up.
Chugga 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 chugga. Woo woo!
That's very good.
Yeah, thank you.
The Battle of Stalingrad.
Dostoevsky! Nostrovia! Oh, das Boot! Wow, there's a German guy in there. German submariner.
They were fighting the Germans.
Someone lost their boot.
Exactly.
Or found one.
Or that boot. That particular boot.
That's the weirdest part of that movie, Das Boot, is when the guy, just looked at the camera and says Das Boot.
He doesn't do that. How about, can I give you more sound ideas?
Mm-hmm. You want like a scary haunted house, probably just for general purpose haunted house atmosphere.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. Ooh boo blah blah boo boo blah blah, ha, ha, sha. There's a cowboy in there
Okay.
fighting both the Dracula and the ghost.
Give me.
If you're Dracula
give
and
me
your
Count
ghosts start fighting each other, just put a cowboy in your haunted house. He'll sort shit out.
Give me
fast.
Count Dracula waking up and realizing he needs a shave and shaving. So this is Count Dracula having a morning shave.
Count Dracula waking up, seeing he needs a morning shave.
Yes.
Well, first of all,
I tried. You
tried to trick Dracula
I was trying
into killing himself.
Right, but no, but like, whatever morning means to Count Dracula.
Okay, it was midnight, I think.
It could be the opposite of cock-a-doodle-doo. It could
It's
be
midnight when the strip is hot. That's when Dracula gets out.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Oh, blah. Oh, blah, blah. That last part was him going like, I don't have any blood. So I cut myself shaving. BFD.
But
Big fucking Dracula.
Wouldn't he be full of blood after a good night's sleep? He'd be mostly
No, he wakes
blood.
up.
He'd
no.
be hungry.
What? He wakes up at midnight hungry.
Oh, hungry for
yeah,
blood,
of course
right.
he needs. It's half of the reason he's waking up.
Right. Yeah. So for breakfast, he's like, I just bled an egg McMuffin. Now I'm hungrier than I used to be.
Oh well, I'm not. But I mean, I'm saying like I don't even think anything comes out. I think whatever he got the previous night by sunup, spiders.
The spiders come out.
Oh, spiders come out.
Right.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, look, you're free to interpret.
Let's say Robert De Niro is having a bad time in the back seat of an Uber.
Okay. For Robert. Yes. You going museum? Downtown museum? Huh? What? Yeah.
Let's say Robert De Niro decides to get out of that Uber because he's having a bad time, gets into a helicopter, and then starts a lawnmower.
Okay. I go to Western. Don't take Western. Don't just go to Franklin. I take Sweetie. You don't know. Oh, let me out. Just let me out of the Uber. Let me out. Let me out of the Uber.
Also, an English ambulance goes by as this is happening.
Oh, fuck's sake. Throw in a can opener while the chainsaw's going. Or a lawnmower, chainsaw, can opener.
The helicopter changes gears. The lawnmower is still going, but somebody needs to open a can of peas, and an electric can opener is there.
You hear that? That was the lawnmower was going, and then the electric can opener was on top of it.
Yeah. Where's the chopper?
I mean, the chopper's drowned out by the lawnmower. Come on, man.
Rest in peace, Roger Ebner. We did it.
Yeah.
That's a deep track for us. That when I met Dan in what was it, '94 or something like that.
Wait. Well, I mean, you want to
No.
talk about Roger Ebner,
No.
you can. I mean, rest in peace, Roger Ebner. He's a comedy sports sound effects guy. He was buried with his microphone. I was at Little Dom's with Danny DeVito, and
A can opener?
the waiter who was like taking our order, and and it was like Danny DeVito's like, oh, how's the chicken parmesan? I'm like, it's the size of a manhole cover. You want to split it? I was going to order the chicken parm too. And he's like, all right, we'll split the chicken parmesan. And the waiter's like, uh-huh. And he's got kind of this weird look on his face. Like he's kind of like fidgeting. And he finishes taking the order. It's a big table full of people. Doing a little project with the DeVito clan. I'm sitting here, rare dinner. I'm meeting with Danny DeVito. It's fun. Like waiter's like fidgeting, and he's like, uh-huh, yeah. So okay, so you wanted this and you wanted that, and then he's just like, he goes like, Michael Keaton's here, and and he just got what I love about it is like, there are little Doms every day almost. The staff there, it's a fancy place. There's a lot of celebrities come through.
So he wasn't nervous about you and Danny DeVito. He was nervous that Michael Keaton was sitting right over there.
Because Batman was in the same restaurant as the Penguin is.
Oh,
and so the waiter was like, I mean, it's like the waiters there are like, they know better than to like they're not they for all they know they're gonna get like yelled at, fired, who knows, like for, you know, Los Angeles in general has a culture of you're supposed to treat famous people like ghosts, you know, you're not supposed to, because they dress funny and they have unfinished business. But the more you acknowledge them, the more it's like, what are you, a tourist? Like, get out of here. Especially if you're like you're a server at like a place where there's like traffic with celebrities. Like, I imagine your manager would be like, what, did fucking Kristen Dunst come through here and you fucking like asked her for a selfie? You piece of shit. That was the first famous person that ever came in this restaurant. She could have turned into 3 famous people, but you chased her off. You smothered her. You know, I imagine that's what it's like, that there's that culture unconsciously or not. And so it was just like extra funny for him because he was clearly the irony was too much for him. He wasn't like star fucking. He was like, Michael Keaton's here. It's too much. I can't handle it. It's like the fucking like. And I was like, whoa.
If Christopher Walken walked in, that'd be fucking forget about it.
And then Danny DeVito's like maybe I'll go talk to him later. Like he's like, all right, fine, baller. And then later on, here comes Michael Keaton, and I was like, whoa. You know?
Yeah.
Like
I thought we settled this.
Yeah, like guys, not here. and then Michael Keaton he's carrying a toddler,
but not his own.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, there was a screaming woman like saying, "Stop that famous man!
Stop that Batman!
Got my toddler!
Batman stole my baby!"
He's just kind of like hoisting like a very, very like confident like dad thing where you got the kid like kind of sitting on your bicep kind of thing, like, you know, like kids like kind of just, you know, situated on the one arm, and he's carrying him, and then I think he was yes-anding my bit of like whoa, you know, and he kind of like Michael Keaton kind of looked at Danny, and then like he kind of went and I just thought it was so funny. It was like. I really don't say this disparagingly. I'm like, God, to get so old and to have such a full life that you're like, you played Batman and you just kind of forgot what Batman is. like he's just like, maybe it's like Godzilla. I don't know. Oh yeah, we fought in a movie. And Danny DeVito did the same thing, like, I was like, these guys don't know. They for all they know, they were the Mummy and like fucking Frankenberry. Like they don't. They're just happy to see each other.
Mummy and Frankenberry. That's the best.
But then the crazy thing is, like, then the 2 famous people, they got it. You know, they talk to each other, but it's like a table full of people that were all participating in the joke like a spectacle. But then you have to kind of like just stare at the table and wait for them to finish talking, because you can't. You're not friends. You don't know these people. You just then they just talk about God knows what, and yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, and then Jim Rash was there from Community. He was outside in the front, and Levy's like, Jim Rash is here, and I was like, ah.
That should be the new thing, no matter who you meet. You see an ex-girlfriend.
By the way, not to be this guy, but just to report in, like Michael Keaton looks fantastic.
Yeah.
He's out there looking fantastic right now.
He was Birdman.
How did Jim Rash
He looked good in
look?
Birdman. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's just out there looking good. Jim Rash is like a little sketchy.
I heard he's gotten jacked.
No, he did look. Yeah, he looked like he's probably. I mean, he always was pretty fit.
I believe it. I don't believe it.
He was with, I believe, his writing partner,
Nat?
and they were. And he was telling me about the project they just finished doing, which I'll assume I'm not allowed to talk about, but whatever. I don't know. It sounded exciting. Whatever. This has been the celebrity. I get excited. I forgot I was at a restaurant with the fucking Batman and the Penguin.
Yeah, I saw you recently. You didn't tell me this
God,
story.
I mean, what a way. It was like everything in me. It was like, God damn it. Do you fucking like what a wasted. You can't though. I can't. I could. It wasn't impossible to be like, guys, I hate to do it, but could I get a photo? And like be separating them and. It's just what an Instagram. That would have been what we call a golden gram. You guys would have loved that on my Instagram. You would have given it a heart.
Yeah. That's why you're an influencer.
Yeah. Yeah. You never know when you're gonna get one of those. Oh, look at that! I know that guy. That's Batman.
Right.
Oh, there he is. There's the Penguin. Oh, look who's in the middle. Oh, so and so.
I've been watching the Berries. I love Barry. On HBO. It's a great show. And years ago, I was at a airport. Maybe I've said this before. And somebody walked up to Henry Winkler, who was just waiting for his plane, like at the gate, sitting in the chair. And somebody said, "Mr. Winkler, I'm a big fan. Can I get a photo?" And he goes, "No." I was like, that's the best. Like, he wasn't mean about it. He was very polite, like, "No." Like, I'm happily not taking a photo with you. What's the one, Malcolm McDowell I was in the airport with? Have I told this one on the show? Malcolm McDowell from fucking Clockwork Orange and what? Entourage? I think. I don't know that. But Malcolm McDowell we're in Calgary Airport, and he was like looking at magazines at the bookstore place that has crap, books and magazines and M&Ms and whatnot. And a guy walks up, like a youngish, kind of fanboy, and comes up, "Mr. McDowell, I'm a huge fan of yours. Can I please get a photo or an autograph?" And he goes, "No!" And the fucking kid just fucking boned out. And I was like I was watching this go down, like, wow, that was fucking harsh. I've told the story before. You must stop me.
You may have, but it's not.
But then it's the cowboy hats, because in Calgary Stampede, they give you the cowboy hats. So we had done a show, and if you're a performer in Calgary, the Chamber of Commerce gives you a white Stetson hat with a maple leaf on it, and it's a big symbol of honor from Calgary. So me, Greg Proops, Ryan Stiles, Chip Essen, we all have our hats. And we're all getting on the same plane together, and Malcolm McDowell's in front of me, and he has his hat too. So we're all loading into first class. We've all got cowboy hats. I must have told the story before.
I bet you did, but it's like, I don't know. It's so long ago, I don't remember. If we both forget, then who cares?
Yeah, but let the audience decide.
Well, but they're helpless. They're hostages. I mean, let them sit there and remember. Why don't you marry remembering stuff?
You should have took a picture. So we're getting on the plane, and he's in front of me. I'm number 2 getting on, and he's got his cowboy hat, and he's just told this poor kid to bone out for politely asking for interaction with Malcolm McDowell, and he didn't dig it. And so he's in front of me, and we're waiting to get on sit in our seats, and he's in row 1, and I'm in row 2, and he's putting his hat up in the bin, and I go, "Oh, I see you've got a hat too." I just trying to find a way to talk to him, and he goes, "Oh, yes, I see you've got yours as well." He goes, "How did you get yours?" I go, "Well," I said, "I'm wearing like skinny jeans and like a Motley Crue shirt. Like and I said, "Well, I'm a professional bull rider," and he goes, "You are?"
Okay, now I remember.
Right. And I go, "No." And he goes, "Oh, I wish you wouldn't have said that."
Ah.
He would have been so happy that I was a professional bull rider.
He wanted to eat that Joe Pantoliano steak.
What?
Matrix reference.
Oh, wow. That's you lost me on that one. But no, I got you. The steak was more delicious.
Yeah.
And then we watched him overact while he was learning his lines for Entourage the whole flight home.
I wonder what it takes anecdotally, because I think to myself, like what would it take to ever arrive at a place where someone, acknowledging like recognition of you, somebody being like, "Hey, look, there's Dan Harmon in line at Fry's," which I'm like. What would it take to make that so fucking like that you would be like, no? I know the answer. Like, I'm not an actor, and obviously,
have you never done that? Have you ever been in a bad mood and somebody walked up and wanted some interaction and you said,
never,
go,
ever.
Go away?
I mean, I've only been. I think we've talked about this before. There's only been like probably 2 instances in my entire life of anyone ever talking to me like in that context, and it was the person was, look, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of the fucking autograph guys that sometimes like come out here, and I'm sorry if you're in the audience, because if you are, then I misjudge you, because part of why I don't like them is I don't even think they come into the fucking show. I don't think they really give a fuck, and they strike this tone of like that's based on the shared culture we all have, which is you should be grateful for somebody to want your autograph, which you should, but like they build on that mythology and use the same and go like at festivals and stuff, there's people like they don't know who you are. They just like they get like some heads up about who you are. Like they're just there to like collect these piles of fucking signatures. They don't give a shit, and then that's fine too. But like the way that they try to they play into your guilt. Like they go like, come on man, I've been out here all day. Like they say shit that like is so inverse to like. Come on, man! Fuck you! You can't high road me, and it's like that. That's it. I mean, it's people that are disingenuous. Nobody that's like hat in hand. And I told the story of that guy at the billiards place that like did everything wrong, but I still wasn't mean to him ever. It was just I just like made fun of him on the show like later, but because he didn't really know who I was. He thought I was Justin, and he didn't like whatever. But it's still. I'm truly curious, like, because I'm sure the answer is like really wonderful. Like, what is it that happens to the Barbara Streisands of the world, the Malcolm McDowell's? Like, what stories do they have about people just there must be horrible things that have happened to them because they allowed. Somebody
I know went up to like George Harrison at the airport, LAX, and he was eating breakfast, and he walked up and said, "Mr. Harrison, can I get an autograph?" And he goes, "No." Like I'm fucking having breakfast. Like you don't get to walk up and interrupt every.
By the way, I have 3 coworkers, and one of them got shot doing this.
Eating breakfast. Yeah,
like 25% of the people that do what I do die this way. You're not catching me stoked ever.
Spencer, how much do you get rumbled for being Spencer walking down the road?
Not really. Pretty rarely.
Is it comfortable or uncomfortable for you?
I'm fine with it. It's great. You know, the thing about pictures, I always tell people who are awkward, like the thing about pictures and autographs is they really frame the interaction. You know what they want, you know when they have it, and they know that they can now leave satisfied. Whereas if they don't ask for that, they kind of just like orbit and say things like, "Oh, I'm so nervous, I don't know what to say. You probably think I'm a loser." And it's like, well, you're not giving me a lot of other options. Like, I guess I do. Okay. But, I mean, and it's fine to talk to people, too, but it's just like, but when you ask for an autograph, it's like, yeah, then you can shoot the shit or something, but then they're like, oh, yeah, now I have my autograph. I'm good to go. And so that's always great. But it's very rare for, I don't know, for people, sometimes people just want to ask a lot of questions, and it seems like they're just searching for questions to ask, and that's not always the best, but even that's not bad. The worst time I had was like this really drunk guy, I want to say in Chicago or something, that was like no joke wanting me to like get in on his business opportunity, like wanting me to buy a timeshare or some shit. It's like, I don't want any of this, and there's other people that want to talk to me too, and I want to talk to them, and I don't want to buy your timeshare or whatever, you know. That was the worst, but it's always really great. I work with this guy who said, I don't know, it was like one of these Beatle guys. He worked with one of these Beatle guys in Britain, and he was drawing a little doodle.
When you say Beatle guys, are we talking about Ringo Starr? What's going on here?
Yeah, it might have been George Harrison. I don't know. It's one of these Beatle guys, right?
You don't know. You worked with one of them?
No, I worked with a guy who worked with a guy who worked with a Beatle guy.
So you a Beatle guy? Okay.
Yeah, right. I would have remembered if I worked with a Beatle guy.
Right. It would have been your job to remember. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. But he was like drawing a picture, and then he put it down. And then like one of his assistants came and took the picture and put it into a folder and like whisked it away. And he was like, "Why did that just happen?" And he's like, "Well, these people stole my lyrics out of my car, and they're in a museum, and they won't give them back now. So now I have this guy, and he takes all the stuff I touch, and he photocopies it and keeps it away from people." And that's like a level of fame where you probably are just like, I mean, your whole worldview must be upside down just because it's like people will just fuck with your shit.
That was Paul McCartney for sure.
It might have been Paul McCartney. Yeah.
I told this story when I was at South by, and I was on the same flight as Paget Brewster, and there were people waiting outside the airport for her, which was a different level. It was like not just waiting outside the airport because there's celebrities coming around because it's South by, but they had like shit that was Paget Brewster related. But then there were also people that were like, no, they had a bunch of blank pieces of paper, photo paper, like glossy paper, which when you sign photo paper, it's like nails on chalkboard. It's like squeaky like freak. I don't know. Like we'll talk about unrelatable, Harmon. What the fuck? But like I remember somebody was like, "Oh, you too? Can I get you thing?" Like it was just like throwing me a bone, like because there's just blank things. And then I walked into the airport. And I'm like, they acted like they thought I was famous because I was with you. And she's like, "Yeah, but you know what? Those people, they make me sign those blank pieces of photo paper, and then they print fake nudes on them."
Yeah.
And then a fake nude signed by Paget? What? That just blows my. That's almost too hilarious to be abuse. Like because it's just like, well, oh look, I mean, it's like what? Like you're selling that? Like, look, she signed. Is it like a troll thing? Like
it sounds like probably the intent is like she did it for someone she was like intimate with, and it's like stolen. It's like, oh, this was a real thing. She sent her boyfriend or something.
Yeah. She also did say that like she said she tends to get like pulled aside at TSA checkpoints because she said like because she was on this like Criminal Minds show or whatever like
created by me.
The TSA people are like really into these certain mainstream crime dramas, and like they always recognize her. And she said an inordinate that they'll pull
pat her down.
Yeah, and it's like they're not. I don't think she would want me to imply that they're doing it so that they can touch her. It's more like they want to take her aside and like then tell her they're a big fan. It's not.
They're not going down and giving her the full business of like the pat.
I think it's kind of like special. Can I check your bag like thing? And then it's like, by the way, can I get a selfie? Like because I would hate to imply in this climate like like you need to take that shit seriously. Like this idea of like that wasn't part of the idea, was that they were doing it to grope. It was much more, but it's still fucking crazy, the idea that they're like, oh yeah, random spot check. I think your bag smells like explosives, so can you come over here? By the way, big fan, cha-ching. like, yeah. I mean, you expect more from the TSA.
All right, Spencer, I'm going to come over there and grab character sheets if I may.
Okay, hold on.
Did I fill the time? This is why I got to become a musician, because it's like when I moved to LA, I was like, hey, let's go see Harry Dean Stanton at this like hotel lounge, or you go see Jeff Goldblum play piano. It was like part of the LA culture. Like I either gotta like stop doing this show, or I gotta like learn the clarinet or something. Because it's like dumb otherwise. Like who wants to? I'm tired of it. What am I supposed to tell you about? I can't tell you anything about my new house because then you can come and shoot me. I can't I can't tell you I'm afraid you'll shoot me because then that's alienating. Like, please shoot me. Like, oh, what a cool guy. He wishes he was shot. There's no reward in it.
I'm not being provocative or being a dick by asking this question, but have you fired your gun and used it and like gone to the range?
My actual gun, no. I'm afraid to fire it because the first thing I did when I bought it is take it apart and clean it and put it back together. So now it's a gun that's been assembled by a fucking idiot. It should just have a sticker on it that says like a fucking liberal that got scared because Trump got elected bought this, like put this together. Like, don't ever pull the trigger. It's gonna blow up in your hands. That's why I want to get a revolver.
You actually strip fielded a field strip.
Yeah, because that's the thing I couldn't wait to do. I mean, that was like I always wanted to like take a gun apart. And so I did.
Now it's a bomb.
And then I like put it back together. I'm like, well, that doesn't seem like it should be rattling. I guess they rattle in the movies, but I always thought that was like overindulgent Foley artists, you know, like every time John McClane like goes like this, the gun goes like, you know, like I just always thought that was like audio guys being like, oh man, fucking like clinkety clink clink, give me more clinks on that. But it's like, no, those things really kind of rattle in your hand, which it just makes me feel like it's gonna blow up when I shoot it. Genuinely terrified, which is good though, because I told the story of like the guy on my porch, and like, you know, and Spencer's talked about how they do studies where you touch one of these things and your testosterone goes up, and like the danger of having one of these things. It's like it's good to think that it will explode if I fire it. Like that's better than that's second best to not owning a gun. Is being so afraid to fire it that because you think you probably kill yourself. You know, you can blow off your hand along with the intruder.
Yeah, unless you're trying to kill yourself with a gun, then it's like about the same.
That would be amazing if you got the gun and then you're like, I'm going to blow my brains out. And then it like goes, it just takes your hand off.
Yeah.
And you're like, ow. And you call 911 and they're like, what's your emergency? And you're like, I blew my hand off. And they're like, sir, calm down. What was the thing you told you?
Oh, yeah. Someone sent us, here, let me pull it up. Someone sent us me an Instagram message. I just had it. That was about the night. You know, Dan says that in these podcasts, whenever you call 911, they tell you to calm down or whatever. And this is a good story, huh?
No, it is good. I mean, I love that. I love our fan community. That somebody sent you a message basically saying that they had an experience where they called 911, and because they needed to calmly inform.
Yeah. Shit. I can't fucking. Hold on. Everybody shut up. So, yeah, the guy needed to call 911 because he saw someone passed out in the street or something, and he thought they needed, like, medical attention or something. And the rest may surprise you. Cat_E_Reyes writes, off topic to this post, but driving home today, I found a man passed out in a park, and while calmly calling 911, I was told to calm down.
I just think that's so funny.
It really happens.
Why do they tell you to calm down so much?
They can't. That's their one joy in life.
If you call them calm, you're gonna end up in prison, man. This guy was so calm. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so calm if I call 911 that I'm not gonna call 911. I'm gonna like try to fake like panic. Like, I'm going to come home. If Cody's murdered, I'm going to be like, oh, shit, Cody got murdered. All right. I'm going to call 911, and they're going to think I did it because I'm going to be calm because I'm, like, compartmentalized, you know? Like, I don't know. I have, like, a fucking thing. It's a problem. And then, like, so then I'm going to go, like, oh, my God, my wife is dead. And they're going to be like, that's fake.
Yeah. When there was this situation, I drove by kind of near your neighborhood where it seemed like some plainclothes cops who just looked like guys with guns in their waistband, like were accosting this dude in a car and trying to pull him out of his car, and the guy was screaming for help. I'm pretty sure because the cops didn't identify themselves as cops. And so I was like, I don't know what to do. And I called 311 and it didn't go anywhere. And then I called 911 and it was just like the lines were jammed. Like I couldn't get through. And I'm like, it's a good thing this isn't an emergency happening to me. I'd be out of luck.
I have to meet with an estate planner, which is a meeting that is just really easy to keep canceling.
Sure.
Like, when are you ever in the mood to have coffee and talk about what should happen when you die with all your money? I'm just always like, oh, is that at noon today? Yeah, I'm folding my socks.
I kind of feel like that would be a fun meeting to have.
Yeah. I keep a note in my iPhone updated.
Well,
like,
you take
my
mine.
computer.
Because here's what I want to tell the person. I'm going to be like, because I told Cody, I was like, yeah, I gotta, we're getting a house together. I definitely, here's a nightmare scenario. Something, God forbid, happens to me. Let's just call it hit by a bus, even though we know that bus is going to be cholesterol. But like, let's just say it's like sudden and like unexpected, and it's just done. Like the idea of loving Cody, moving in a house together. We're not married yet. Like, and she's just like living in this house that she's not, she chose it with me, but she's not like, she doesn't have a claim to it if I die. And then like, all of a sudden, like, some horrendous relative from Wisconsin, who knows? Like
shit town.
I don't know how that shit works, like the probate and all that stuff. So anyway, I mean, there's a nightmare scenario to be avoided, and Cody and I are aware of it. But then I'm like, you got another problem if you're like, I'm like driving with Cody, and I'm like, yeah, I want to plan my estate, but you need to know, like, there needs to be like a Schrodinger's box here so that you're not incentivized to kill me, and she's like, well, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm like,
Well, that's what she'd say if she was going to kill you.
right. That's what you'd say if you were gonna kill me. But and I'm like, look, here's what I'm gonna do. When I plan my estate, I'm gonna have, no matter how unmysterious my death is, like, let's say I'm worth $5 million when I die. I'm just picking a number. That's based on when you look up that thing. It says like what are they worth .net or whatever. It says I'm worth $5 million. I don't know what that means. I think they're counting the fish tank. But let's say that's what I'm worth, and then so I'm gonna put in my will, $1 million is earmarked for a private investigator. It doesn't even matter if it looks like a heart attack.
That's smart.
He or she, you're welcome.
Thanks.
$200,000 for expenses and to launch an investigation as if my death were mysterious, even if it's not mysterious. If it's mysterious, $400,000, but the remainder of the $1 million payable upon conviction of the murderer. So here's what, and then Cody's like, but that means he would frame me. I'm like, what it means is your job is to keep me alive.
It also means she'll have a vested interest in trying to make herself look as innocent as possible and keep tabs in that way, no matter what she's plotting.
I think it just means when the pizza comes, if I'm a certain amount of drunk, like, don't make me go down for it. Like, there's stairs here. Like, I could, you could end up in jail. People will assume you murdered me.
Or like she'll videotape you while you do that.
I mean, she'll just start wearing a GoPro everywhere.
A body cam, yeah.
She's like, well, just put mysterious circumstances. I'm like, oh, yeah, right. So you can like crush up Adderall and put it in my vodka? And like, oh, yeah, what a non-mysterious heart attack that would be. Give me a break. Everyone's just waiting for me to keel over from a hot dog. I want that shit investigated.
Yeah, I think that it could be really fun. You could put some more money to like document the process and like make a movie out of it.
Yeah.
Put it on Netflix. The Death of Dan.
I wonder if you can do it like percentages. Like whatever my net worth is.
You probably can, yeah.
10% shall go to private investigator. Yeah. That's a death I could have fun planning.
Well, if they autopsy your body, though, that'll like maybe make it look gross. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already look gross. Yeah.
Hey, you said it.
The grosser I look, the more people understand that I did well with my life. Like they're like, oh, he looks gross. Why am I looking at his body? I'm like, yeah, exactly, sucker. Haha. I'm not Marilyn Monroe and you're looking at me naked, dummy. Looks like I'm talented. Fuckface. Keep looking. Take in every inch, you fucking jerk. That's why I don't put a piece of tape over my laptop camera. I'm like, take it in, CIA. Fucking look at my little dick. Record every fucking second of it. Put it in the Library of Congress. Make a statue of me jerking off, fucking spies. Who cares? Can you imagine? Like, what if I became like a... What kind of like activist do you have to become? Like, how much of a threat do you have to be before the NSA uses secret footage of you jerking off on your MacBook? Like, they just release it. Like, well, like, how would that work on anybody? You know, this modern day MLK is causing too much trouble. He's suggesting people should withhold their income taxes until medicine is socialized. But did you know he jerks off? Oh, I love jerking off. Oh, I love jerking off. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, you can see the cum in this one. Look at that cum. Oh, what a monster. He jerks off. Like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work on anybody.
Yeah.
That would be a refreshing world. I hope that leaks. I hope footage of all of us jerking off leaks.
You could leak it.
You should.
Let's get it started.
I think it's called YouTube. You could not only have your camera on your computer open, but put a green screen behind it, so the NSA could really make it fun.
I always kind of I throw in little things, hoping like I can like trigger something. I'll be like jerking off. I'll be like, yeah, you like that?
Al Qaeda.
You like it? You like it when Al Qaeda comes on your tits?
No, you don't.
That's pretty good. That'll really do it.
So Spencer, D&D, you've given us brand new stuff here. You've moved us over from Pathfinder, I see, to a D&D based thing. So I'm going through my exciting new character sheet here.
I spent a good portion of yesterday converting all your character sheets to 5th edition.
Wow.
5th edition fans.
And you put our spells and abilities on special groovy little cards here.
I made spell cards.
You made these? Or these are great.
I mean, I didn't Photoshop them, but I glued them onto note cards.
You did. I love this. And you've given little dots for ones that are always prepared for my spells.
I tried to do, I don't know. It's fun. It's like an arts and crafts task.
I'm digging it, man. I could read this all night long.
Let's just read your spells.
Well, but let's start off with you gave me a list of group inventory. So this
I used to just give Steve Levy that sheet of group inventory.
Let's bring out Steve Levy, everybody. Levy! Hello, Steve. There's your
this is a spell.
New stuff.
Oh, come in with some energy.
Where's this showbiz energy that we're used to from you,
Tits
Steve
and
Levy?
feathers, Levy.
You fucking tits and feathers. We open in 3 nights. Levy, let's check in with you briefly because we have to get to, we have a lot of inventory stuff to talk about here.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
How are you? Things good?
Things are good.
Yeah? You got a neat little well-shorn haircut going on there?
Thank you. Yeah. It's summer.
How's things in the romance world, or should I ask?
Things are good.
Oh, yeah? You got a squeeze now?
Yeah.
A partial?
What?
You got a partial squeeze?
Damn.
I got a squeeze.
Partial squeeze? Levy squeeze.
Squeeze
we got it.
Levy.
We have confirmed Levy squeeze.
Houston, we have Levy squeeze. What in the? Well, I was about to ask why don't you tell me? It's like, well, the answer is obvious because I won't reward you for it.
I mean, I have more pressing matters to talk to you about.
Yeah,
we got a lot of work and stuff.
I'm a cold son of a gun.
That's it.
Remember when I got drunk in New York and I sent you a nice text though?
Yeah, no, I'll never forget that text.
Damn.
It was an amazing text.
What was the text?
It was just,
It was like the nicest things anyone could ever say.
Told him I loved him.
We have to start D&D like at the beginning of the show because we're never gonna ever.
It's all whatever.
I like talking with Levy, and I don't care if we ever get to it, but like
Spencer did all this amazing like paperwork here. I feel like
Sounds like you kind of care.
I do care. Spencer, I'm very excited about this.
I do mean the stuff I say when I'm drunk. By the way,
No, I don't think you're.
unless it's racist.
Right.
I haven't.
That stuff is just like, well,
I'm going through all this stuff he's texted me, validating how much he meant it. Yeah, that
all
lines
that
up.
stuff about Building 7 is just that vodka talk. Stuff about you being a good friend and me wishing the best for you. That's just that's the polar ice caps of
The world.
All right, let's.
I think the best we can do, Spencer, before the time runs out, is that we just go through where you've set us with the new D&D 5th edition kind of setup here.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
Whoa,
in
look at these
5th edition, your character sheet has a little spot for personality traits, bonds, and flaws. So maybe we should work those out. I know that'll be exciting for the audience, but it's helpful, and it might help you, get some. It'll
help us get some.
Yeah.
D&D is all about getting some. Okay, so personality traits. How
Do you
does
guys, so do you guys remember, well, obviously Jeff remembers he likes fire. Do you guys remember your characters at all?
Diarrhea Junior? Diarrhea, you're into... We know you love horses for some strange reason.
Yeah. I know my character.
All right. Well, then it should be easy to pick a personality trait or two.
And how does that help us throughout the gameplay?
Because then you know that that's like kind of a part of your character. Like I would say, lately Chad has been like he's trying to kick the bee's nest or something. That's just kind of who he is. So if you write that on your character and then you look at it, be like, that's who I am.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this box on the right are the traits?
Yeah.
And I get to pick two of those.
The top right, one or two, yeah.
The top right.
We could do this later, I guess.
You didn't write? Oh. I could write in anything myself?
Yeah, that's the idea. Is that we'll kind of reacquaint you guys with your characters now that they're new in 5th edition.
You can't put like constantly finding treasure. That's not
No, that's not. That's a dream, not a trait.
right.
That's a good
tends
dream.
to hit more when he attacks. That's
Yeah,
not a
I would
flaw.
unkillable.
lame. I
So
wouldn't do
what
that.
would be a good example of a personality trait, let's say for Chad, the fire liker?
I would say he's itching for adventure. At
Itching
least
for
lately,
adventure.
that's like been a big thing of you. You're like, we can't be fucking potato farming. We gotta
Okay,
be.
I'm going to call that wanderlust.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm
All
writing
right.
that down.
I like it.
It's dumb.
I'm just trying to encourage.
No, I know. You have to.
I do have to, but it could help or not.
Ideals, what's that about?
Ideals is like what you value, kind of like your virtue, like what you find important.
Yeah. I'll have to think about that one.
Oh yeah. Well, like fire, for instance.
Well, yeah, we know I like fire, but is that more like in a spiritual or philosophical thing? Huh?
Yeah, bond's probably better than ideal, honestly. Bond is like what you care about. What if it was robbed from you? It would really get your goat and make you like murder people or go out and find stuff.
Gotcha. And flaws?
Flaws are personality flaws. Yeah.
You're afraid of the dark.
Yep.
I'm afraid of the dark?
Yeah.
See, I have
It's
to
a
go
bit weak as a
I
flaw,
have to
but
go
it's
back
true.
and like
Or you could just come up with a new one since you don't know.
How about this?
reboot.
I'm going to use the audience because you guys have listened to the show and you remember.
Oh,
more
that's a
than we
good
do.
idea, yeah.
So somebody, let's spitball. What are Chad's ideals? Virginity?
I don't know about that. Courage. I like it.
So my deal would be courage.
Courage.
That doesn't mean I'm courageous. It just means I wish I were more courageous.
You value it. Yeah, you want to, like brashness almost.
Like that. And what's my bond?
Yeah, and burning.
You can't bond with fire.
And
I think he can.
And Chad's flaw. Yams?
No.
Yams.
What's the yams?
You just wanted to say yams.
What's
He is impulsive.
what?
Yeah, and
Oh,
hubristic.
impulsive. Okay, I like that.
I'm taking yams. I wanted to say
Okay,
it.
so Levy, you
For my personality traits, I thought spontaneous and easily impressed.
I like that. That's great. What about your ideals?
Can you give me some examples?
Like upholding the law or always being kind to people.
Oh, kindness is key.
Kindness is key, right? That. Then bond. I don't know if horses
James.
count.
horses.
Carlos isn't bad. Yeah, because he's like these
Yeah,
guys
he's
are
like-
your kind of
Yeah, he's
surrogate
like my
family.
father figure.
And flaws. Then probably you're naive, I'd imagine, right?
So naive.
There you go. Hell yeah, this is going better than I thought.
All right, Harmon.
And it's not going great.
Harmon, you're up. What are your personality traits?
Well, I feel like I'm insecure.
I like that.
I mean, do you think it's a good strategy in a meta sense to to embrace the way you're tending to play, or do you think it's a better idea to go against that so that you don't fall back on that? Because I tend to be insecure in my playing, but maybe if I was playing a character who I'm like, oh, my character's like, ooh, he's Johnny Bag of Donuts.
How about you?
Right. I'd say the latter's a little better, but it's probably not.
How about one of your traits is overthinking it?
That could be one. My characters always like to be just relaxed and not rock the boat. But I'm not suggesting that. That's just
So
like
your ideals, Harmon?
How do you say overthinking it, in personality traits?
neurotic
neurotic?
warrior.
A warrior, neurotic. Yeah.
Neurotic. That seems like a good. My ideals, I would say, like virtue, like what kind of I want to do it right.
Virtue's good.
I want to leave the world better than I want justice.
Redemption, redeemer. There's a redemptive quality to what you want to do. You want to kind of redeem what's gone wrong.
Yeah, I want to be a good person, and I want.
Here's some tradition, charity, power, faith. I'm just listing them off. Not like they'd be a good idea. Other people, redemption,
Beyonce.
creativity, friendship, aspiration, independence, fairness.
Rehabilitation over punishment.
Yep.
Well, yeah, okay. I think they could
Greed,
all fall
honesty.
under the masthead of justice, righteousness, whatever. I mean, because these are ideals; they're not necessarily reflective of what I end up doing.
It's what you aspire to, I guess, right?
I want to be known as a good guy,
Right. Exactly.
when I'm dead.
That's exactly it.
Or I want to. Yeah. All right. Bonds. Okay.
I'm going to change mine from courage to purify.
Sure. Like fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Bonds, bond is something that if it was taken away from you,
It could also be a motivation. Like this is someone stole my precious instrument and someday I'll get it back. That's a bard.
Potato farms.
I owe my guild. Yeah, your potato farm. I owe my guild a great debt for forging me into the person I am today.
Well, what about control? Is that cheating?
Control over what? Everything.
Well, control. Because what have I been doing? What's the potato farm really about? It's not about my love of potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
It's about me wanting my narrative. I don't want other people to be in charge of. But that's too esoteric. It should be something more like my spurs, my boots, my pet cobra.
Part of it's supposed to be like a hook for your motivation. So control could be something, but I think it also kind of can tend away from things too. That's English. I'm striking out today, huh?
Well, I'll put control freak under flaws.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Or which doesn't mean controlling others necessarily. It's just very cautious to surrender control.
Yeah. But like a bond is like everything I do is for the common folk, or I will do everything to protect this house or something,
Yeah, well, it could be maybe something to do with the church, Like,
Right. You want to like maybe right the wrongs of the church, or you never want to reflect the corruption that you've seen in the church or something.
like maybe my actual relationship with the Silver Flame, because even though I have a bunch of problems with the way the church is run, but if anyone were to ever tell me like you're a bad Catholic, like plain and simple, like it would drive me nuts, you know?
Right, so-
it's like my bond with my God, you know, super important. Doesn't necessarily mean that if I get in a fight with the Pope, I'm going to be anything more than conflicted. But
Right.
But when it really comes down to it, like I really buy into this Silver Flame mission.
Is there,
Your personal relationship.
because it's
with
been
the
so
Silver
long, Dan,
Flame.
is there a part of your character that it wants to be kind of reinstated in some way? Or are you so outcast and
I
so...
think I want to be purified. The Church of the Silver Flame
I'm
is-
into purification.
Yeah, me too. But like, I think that there's like stains on me that I don't think can be like scrubbed clean, except by like extreme, like deeds of like
Right.
righteousness, and that's like something that would block out all the memories of me just being a flawed, fallible, terrible, like complicated, clumsy person.
Yeah, well, that can be a bond. It's like a need to fix the sins of the past or something.
Yeah,
Like-
as I
like
said
a
before,
commitment
redemption.
to-
Like reputation or
redemption.
Yeah.
all right, redemption.
It could be a sentence or anything too. To just gets the concept across.
Redemption. Redemption.
It could even be
I
redemption.
wrote it down. I'm just not going to remember it. When I look at that and it says Bond's Redemption, I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these they recommend like sentences that kind of have some flair that are kind of like a taggable aspect.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
my,
like the
my bond
idea
says
that it's
fire. I know I
possible.
like fire, but my bond has to be something more like what I'm bound to, right?
I mean, it's just what's important to you, what drives you. The things like you could be adventuring because your little sister is poor, and so you send all your treasure back home to make sure your family stays alive. That could be a
Right.
bond.
I put redemption parentheses the idea that it's possible. That'll
Yeah,
always be a
I think
reminder
that's
to
great.
me that we're all like that's why all of our actions are so important.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you can't just love a horse so much that you join a cult. That's the shit that makes me start a potato farm. Like I'm like, what are we fucking doing? We spent the last 6 chapters like doing nonsense. Like I just really want to start fresh on a potato farm because I'm a control freak that really believes that we could accomplish something if we tried to. I don't want to tell you guys.
Spencer, do you have my all my old stuff?
Yeah.
Give me that after the show, and I'll go back before the next show, and I want to go back and reread everything that I had.
Yeah, well, a lot of that's no longer relevant.
Right, but there's some character stuff that I think.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Like your notes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
all that. Great.
Spencer, whatever happened to Patchen's gem?
That's a great question. I want to say Patchens was kidnapped by someone at the town, and then so I really can't remember. And if anyone, I was going to ask if anyone can remember, but I feel like they'll fuck it up. So, no
are we
offense.
kind of just like scrubbing the slate here, like erasing the board and just starting?
It's like a
No.
reboot.
Yeah, it is like a reboot.
It's like, it's like we put blue contacts in
It's kind of like
Jessica Alba's eyes.
I think it's more like Universal had the rights to the Hulk, and now
Fantastic
Disney has
Four,
the rights to the
Yeah,
Hulk.
it's like we're switching from the shitty Spider-Mans to the ones where he's just Iron Man Jr.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I think Patchen's gem got stolen. It went to the town. You guys went to the town to find it. I don't think you found it, unless did they find it? Yeah. They did find it.
Yeah,
They found Patchen's gem, but then they didn't find Patchen's. Patchen's disappeared. Okay, great. That's what I thought happened.
I feel like Patchen's run off.
No,
That really fucked with me. Like Patchen's was like, I don't want you guys
right.
to help me.
That's why he went to the town, and you followed him to the town anyway, and then he mysteriously disappeared.
But going forward, is there any hangover from our previous quest that we still feel that is unfinished business, or are we driving forward into new?
We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean the ghosts of your past might come back, but I don't think you care about it too much because you've spent a lot of time committing to farming.
Okay, we suck. We're terrible at this, and then now
Think
we're
about it like the 5th Tomb Raider movie.
There is one.
It's not called Tomb Raider 5. They don't want you to watch the first 4. Is there going to be some shit in the first 4?
Oh, I
that
see,
Maybe
yeah.
if you're a huge Tomb Raider
Okay,
movie
so-
fan,
so-
you're
so-
like, oh,
Right.
that's
We're not
her
answering
butler.
any questions from the previous Tomb Raider. We're just rating another tomb.
More or less.
Okay.
There were some big unanswered questions though. Like one of the first villains we fought was going to be like probably a big bad. Remember they destroyed the church basement.
I forgot about her.
They were eating cows and stuff like that.
Then there was like a ho-oh kind of
there was a
like
blood
flying
magic
in the
thing
air.
happening?
Big evil demon.
Yeah, we
Yes.
Man, that was great, huh?
yeah. There was a lot of setup happening.
We
and
spent
No.
our whole time just beating up a family, a family that had nothing to do with anything.
It was cool though. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
sorry about all that.
No, but like,
No,
now,
it's
now
good.
We start
Hopefully.
we start afresh. It's gonna be some serious D&D. We have new character sheets. I'm very excited about.
I like that on my extra notes. It just says "Eat my ass!" !
Yeah, I didn't write that. You wrote that.
I guess I did.
I don't know why.
Okay, so let's talk about group inventory, Spencer.
Group inventory. So one of the things I figured out was that, I used to give Steve the group inventory sheet because I thought he was the most responsible. But then I was like, well, no, everyone should have the group inventory sheet, and then they'll know what they all have on them. So it's like your collected wealth. And then the idea was you wanted to become farmers. So if you ever wanted to like sell your stuff to buy farm equipment, it would be helpful to know like all the stuff that you could sell and all the wealth you had, because it's not on your character sheet.
Where is that on this? I don't see farmer equipment.
You don't have any.
Okay.
We're grassroots.
I mean, you might have a couple shovels and stuff, but you haven't really bought a lot of farm equipment. I think you just bought some potato seeds.
So under group's own gear, you have a little bracket here. We have a bow.
Yeah, that's your own stuff. That's like stuff if you, for instance, wanted to commit to farming so hard you sold all your weapons and armor, that stuff's on your group inventory sheet and it has like monetary value. Like you could sell your bow for 2 gold.
I dig it. Okay. And what are the relics? Are these important anymore?
They're just items you have. I mean, I don't, the relics are relics. You never discovered what they were. They were just something you picked up and forgot about because it was on Steve's group inventory
We have
sheet.
100 pounds of beef jerky.
Yeah, it was in a bag of holding.
Does that expire?
No, it's beef jerky.
No, it's dried for a reason.
I don't
man.
know.
It's meant to last.
I've had some gross old beef jerky.
I've had some moldy beef jerky.
Oh,
awful.
don't bring it up. It's a sensitive spot for this audience. There's beef.
Good times.
Beef fungus.
Good times.
Oh, man, remember that?
Yeah, classic.
If he's listening, he's gonna blow his brains out.
That could be funny.
No, that would not be funny. Hello, William. We love you.
Yeah.
Bag of holding. Oh, that's
Yeah,
always
bag of
fucking-
full. You stole it from that guy who was the
Yeah.
mayor of Fightsville.
One poison pill.
Yep, you stole that off of a assassin that was the assassin who took Patchen's gem.
Right.
Well, he didn't take it. A different one did.
Black dragon shards.
That was also on the assassin. You didn't know what that did,
Right.
but you could find out.
Dig it. 2 masterwork daggers.
Those are more expensive than regular daggers. Those are also owned by the assassins.
Okay, so these are all like company stuff we all have together.
Yeah, it's treasure you found, but didn't decide to split up amongst yourself.
And physically, how are we toting all this about with our 100 pounds of beef jerky?
It's in your closet in your farm.
Okay, so we have a home base.
Oh, but the beef jerky's in a magical bag of holding. It doesn't. You don't have to. It's a.
Could this all be in the bag of holding?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so we have all this. So we have 18 gold pieces, including something else.
This is the real D&D, man. Not all this fucking like these and thous.
Yeah.
It's just gritty. What's in my bag?
It's just inventory, man.
Yeah.
We have masterwork leather armor. I like that. We got
Also off the assassins.
We've got more gold pieces. We got a bag of holding. We got beef jerky. We've got what's SP?
SP's silver pieces. They're like dimes.
Gotcha. And 2 more religious relics.
Right.
Okay, and what do those look like? Describe the religious relics.
They're statues of gods, like Pelor.
Icons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig it. Okay. All right.
I guess not Pelor. Whatever. It's Pelor.
Okay, well, I picked my spell loadout.
Haha. Spell cards.
I love this card system.
I think it's good.
Read what you picked. So we get how many we have every day? 6.
6 right now until you level up. Yeah.
Okay, so we have 6, and then we get to pick how many more?
Well, you get your cantrips and your bonus spells from your circle and your domain. This is all esoteric.
I'm into this kind of paperwork shit. I love this.
I know you guys are.
The cards are helpful to me.
I really was hoping they'd be helpful.
All right, so Dan,
Spells are complicated.
Dan, read what you picked. So let's let everybody know what
Well, the spells I have automatically
Carlos has coming.
are light, guidance. It's guidance. You touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice.
And bonuses an
Just a
action.
little buffy
A
thing.
little buff.
Sacred Flame.
That's like an
Flame
attack.
Burning Hands. That's classic. We know that one.
Love it.
Player's Handbook. Fairy Fire.
What's Fairy Fire?
It puts magical lights around someone who's invisible or dimly lit, and it makes them easier to hit.
Scorching Ray.
Blast some fire missiles.
That's going to see some mileage. So then those are all the ones that I have regardless.
Right.
And then I chose as my level 1 spells, of which I get 4. Create or destroy water, detect magic, inflict wounds, and cure wounds. And as my level 2 spells, of which I get 2, I chose Zone of Truth. You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius, blah, blah, blah. And Hold Person. It's
That's like
kind of a paralysis thing.
Yeah, it paralyzes a dude.
Booyah.
Should we-
Booyah.
I know we've eaten all our time, but-
Cody's doctor's name, she thought her doctor's name, she had a physical. She just got a clean mammogram today. I think we celebrate that.
Hell yeah.
Props to... God damn, women, they got to get their boobies mushed. Like
By a cold thing.
I can't believe how painful that looks. Like they don't do that to your
Dick.
balls.
Or them.
Like that is insane. But anyways, she's all clear. And she thought her doctor's name was Bunani, but it's like Bunini or something. It was like you were thinking of Punani. Anyways, all right. She's been calling her doctor Bunani for a while.
In Iceland, the mammogram machines are warmed, so they're not ice cold.
I think it still mashes your tit like
It
a
does,
pancake, though.
but it's
that's
warmer.
got to be the worst part. I don't
Yeah.
even.
All right.
Oh, those precious boobies. Number 1 killer of women, Jeff.
Boobs? I guess.
I
that
had drinks
matters.
with Heather Ann Campbell, who just survived.
Yeah. If you
and,
don't know who Heather Ann Campbell is, she is one of our favorite comedians, and she's
she should
hilarious.
come on this show. I'm
and
sure
she
she'd
just
be
survived
willing
cancer,
to.
and
We
she's
were
a
on
fucking
At
badass.
Midnight, Chris Hardwick's show with her. She's an improv friend of Jeff's, and like she's just a spectacular person. Had great, it was just great having drinks with her. She's writing on that Twilight Zone Jordan Peele's
Jordan Punetti?
Twilight Zone show now, and we just wrapped. Like I wanted her on Rick and Morty, but the Twilight Zone's just got their hooks in her, and but we talked about video games and her survival of this fucking thing that also our other friend Angela Trimber, which I didn't even know until I talked to Heather. I was like, oh shit, I didn't follow Angela on Instagram. Like, it's and then I saw Angela at a party 2 nights ago, and I was like, it's crazy how little time it takes between diagnosis and like you're either fucked or it's over. It's like, depending on the process and stuff, it's like for Heather, it was like she got this result that was like, you're in the crosshairs of God, and then it was like a month and a half later, you're done with this, it's just like how quickly that happens. It's like a bus just coming out of nowhere, and it either kills you or it just wings you. Yeah. All right. Anyways.
Well, let's give it up for Heather for making it through that. She's a fucking hero. I was only on one at midnight, and it was with you and Heather, and I had more fun doing that than any other half-hour taping of my life because we just laughed our asses off the entire time.
We did 2 of them.
I did one.
That sounds
We
right.
did 2. It was you, me, and Brandon. It was the other one, right? No?
I only did one with you and Heather.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, how do we continue after that?
We don't. We pack it in.
What time is it?
It's 10.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's
Fucking
we're
do it.
close.
do a rap.
All right. Zach, you got a beat? Let's give it for Zach McKeever up there, who is always the grooviest.
The audio
chicken in
guy.
town. Thank you, Zach.
Yo. This song's about eating your pussy. Yo. I guess it's not. It didn't go over well. This song's about eating pussy, but not yours. Someone else's. Yo. Hey, I ate someone else's pussy the other day. I ate it in the most unusual way. I ate it like it was corn on the cob. I'm a pussy-eating Cajun Southern snob. I like my spices and my pussy. I like to... Nothing rhymes with pussy. I like to go in a boat and on the bayou. Yo, I grew up on the bayou. I want to defy you by taking you out and I'm gonna shout in public in a restaurant that you already like, but then you won't be allowed there anymore because you came with a guy that started shouting. My name is MC Stugotz. Wait.
What was that?
No. Wait.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name is MC Stugotz.
Stugotz.
That's a real guy.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he's a Miami sports commentator.
All right. Well, I'll come up with a different one. That one.
There's also the name of the boat in Surprise.
My name is MC John Smith. I'm here with MC John Johnson. Hello. How are you today? Oh, I'm feeling the usual way. Yo, John Johnson. Yes, John Smith. What do you want to do with your width? I want to lose some of it. Oh, are you feeling insecure about it? Yes, I'd like to reduce my carbs. Oh, shit. Let's go in the yard. By the way, we live in prison. Yo, I'm going to lift these weights. Hey, I'm gonna eat these grapes. Hey, you get grapes in prison? Yeah. Who do you know? I know Joe. Hey, Joe Schwartz, come over here. Hi, my name is Joe Schwartz. Joe Schwartz, this is John Johnson. Hello, I'm John Johnson. And you know me, I'm John Smith. Ah, of course I know you. I'm Joe Schwartz. Hey, let's walk around the yard. This is our prison yard. Strut, eating some grapes. Hey, get your hands off my grapes. Booth fade. Okay.
Cliffhanger! Thank you all for coming.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's not a good show.
No, it's a terrible show.
Like, if you're
yet here
thinking
we
twice
are.
about coming next time, I'd think, yeah, think twice.
Let's give it up for Steve Levy, everybody. Zach, thank you for the music. Let's give it up for Spencer Crittenden. I'm Jeff Davis, your comptroller. Our mayor, as always, is Jan Harmon. Thank you all. Drive fast. Take
Thank you.
chances.
Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.